Humanities itself is the quality or state of being humane, the quality or state of being human, human attributes or qualities, and the branches of learning, which is what we're very much concerned with here at Windowpain. The branches of learning having primarily a cultural character, and it also means mankind. And if we're going to evolve, we're going to need to deal with human evolution. And human evolution in the Webster's Dictionary is an unfolding, an opening out, or a working out process of development, formation, or growth, gradually reaching a highly developed state by a process of growth and change. Change is all there is, folks. That's all there ever is. In the integrity tone scale, we learn to get our integrity back intact and how to discern the level of integrity in another so we don't get duped or hurt. In civility mentors, we learn some basic principles from the masters. In being at the effect, we recognize when we are at the effect of life and learn how to get to our truth and be ready to shift to becoming at cause, where we are in the driver's seat of our own experiences and craft the quality of our lives. Civility is something that we're severely lacking here in 2005 because civility is what it takes to have a civilized culture. Civility, art of government, politics, hence political behavior, politeness, courtesy, consideration, a polite act or utterance. What Windowpain Productions considers civility to be is civility is what is practiced when the public interest rests on language to get its needs met. In the Communication Styles module, we get a grasp on the power of language and communication and can have a healthy respect for the conversations we have with ourselves and others, even if they come from an entirely different belief system or culture or color or age or gender. Until we can do that, we are not safe, nor having much fun in the world, and neither is anyone else. Once awakened to appropriate and healthy use of language, we can guard against psychobabble, out to disease our use of words. Intercultural communication. I got my degree at San Francisco State University in communication studies, and I was really delighted to have this wonderful professor named Dean Barnlin who wrote a book called Private and Personal Self. And he did a study in Japan about communication styles between cultures. Intercultural communication occurs between two or more cultures. It's the interchange of two cultures from two different countries. Intracultural communication is communication that occurs between two or more cultures within one country. The interchange of two or more cultures from the same country. So in America, we have a lot of intracultural communication going on because we have a lot of different kinds of cultures that live here, which creates this wonderful salad-boat community. In negotiating conflict, we learn how conflict is an important process for deepening our relationships with others when it is negotiated with both self-interest and other interests operating at the same time. When we have high trust, no agreement, we can learn what our deepest convictions are and sort them out. We can let go of programmed, misological behavior that keeps us shirking from our stands that define our demands and preferences. Quietism, a system of religious mysticism teaching that perfection and spiritual peace are attained by annihilation of the will and passive absorption in contemplation of God and divine things. A passive, withdrawn attitude or policy toward the world or worldly affairs. A state of calmness or passivity. Just how many out there of all of you that are watching could be accused of quietism? In Accounting Made Simple, we show you how accounting works and how to assess the net worth and financial health of your business, or that personal financial picture you plan to turn over to your investors or to your heirs someday. now know how and why all money transactions are auditable, and learn that when the system is used ethically, logically, and passionately, it reflects a reality you can trust. When used in unethical manners, there is no real foundation, and we live in economic quicksand. Learn this and get some financial grounding. Our Economics 101 course introduces current concepts of economics, a variety of economies, and some great links to other kinds of economies in the world. We describe Machiavellian economics in great length, and also what Enlighten Capitalism might look like. We quote sources that are already making this happen in the world, but without popular culture getting in on it, it remains only for the elite. We also provide a model for how to start your own business.
Earning power, the ability to generate an income either through wages earned or through generation of profit in the balance of revenue, after the deductions of costs and expenses. The power we have to earn money.
Our community section is not yet working. We find that what most people call community is a set of individuals creating political blocks to compete for resources and power. Although we have reduced ourselves to these practices, we might try to consider the consequences of our actions on humanity as a whole. It appears we are now a divided country where half of us don't mind killing others in the world for profits, and the other half feels enraged. This is a function of our inability to communicate meaning across political platforms. We are failures at this and have no power or control over our images, nor our impact on others, because our press is owned by the camp who kills. Their blood money owns the press, so unless we stop investing our money and labor in their lust for power, we are just hamsters caught in their matrix. Our goal remains to shift the economics on the planet so that everyone can relax and heal all of this hatred.
If we earn our living in war, crime, and disease economies, or are trapped in the downside of these services, then we become the fodder that support them. We don't know we are all threatened by these monolithic gods.